Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, September 27th. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the horror marathon. And still got the cough. So of course, coming at you with showing you what I have watched so far. I've watched 30 movies since September 22nd. And I already got my tickets for a certain movie coming in a couple weeks. I guess they just dropped today, as well as the final trailer for Halloween Ends. And I'm actually going the Thursday night. That works out perfectly because that Friday, the Tobe Hooper's Poltergeist is playing at my theater. I hope. So enough of that. Got my famous book, a little notebook that I've written in for the last 5-6 years. So yada yada yada. I will just get started. So what I've started off on September 22nd. Now I got a funny story. I watched this on Shudder. I had to go out to work to talk to a supervisor in another department about transferring departments, which looks like it's gonna happen. And I went to Willow Video, which you guys know I have mentioned a couple of times on this channel. And I went directly to either the Rare Finds or the horror DVDs or Blu-rays. Went to the DVDs and found this, and I said screw it, I'm picking it up. So number one, and I always try to watch, well, I did this last year and the year before. I might have done it in 2019, I'm not 100% sure, but I try to watch a movie from the year I was born, 1980, and this year I chose Prom Night. Kind of fitting considering last year I started also with a Jamie Lee Curtis movie, Terror Train. So yeah, I was like so happy to actually have this. I'm, like I've said a couple of times, I'm not anal about either if it's DVD or Blu-ray or yada yada yada. Just don't care anymore. So this is the start of the marathon, Prom Night. And then went to one of the ones I watched at the, rented from the library. And I gotta get this on Blu-ray, but it's just $30 for a movie that's 60 plus years old. And this is the original thing from I say original, and I always think of Carpenter's The Thing as the original film. This came out in 1951. I like this movie. I really enjoy it, but I should get it on Blu-ray finally. Number 3, I watched Dracula from the Universal Monsters set. And actually I didn't watch any, or did I watch? Yeah, I lie. I watched something else from that set, so I'll put it over there. And then number 4, from the Paul Naschy collection, I watched Night of the Werewolf, which sadly enough is my favorite movie and the only one I gave a 7 out of 10 rating. Everything else was meh, but I'm still keeping it because it cost me a pretty penny. Okay, and number 5 was a first-time viewing. I got one in that day. And unlike the last few years where it has been, it was actually, I watched it on Netflix, and that was The Ritual, with the 4 guys camping, and there's that weird Loki kid or whatever, I don't know. But I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. I gave it an 8 out of 10, which is shocking because usually the first time viewings suck on the first day. So that was number 5. Number 6, also rented from the library. I do have this, but I wanted to watch the original without the typo negative music, and that is Nosferatu. And then ended the 22nd with Friday the 13th. Then on September 23rd, I started that day off with the first Hellraiser. Put that over here. Oh, nope, I'll put it over there. Number 9, I watched, I still don't know how to pronounce that. This has become a favorite to watch every horror marathon. Really good found footage film. I definitely recommend it. Number 10 and 11 was a double feature because I'm determined to watch Terrifier. So All Hallows Eve and All Hallows Eve 2. I've had Terrifier for a few years. I haven't watched it yet. I don't think I'll go see the new one in the theater because I love horror movies, but 2.5 hours of a slasher film is pushing it. So, yeah, 2.5 hours for Terrifier 2. But, like, I'll watch it when it comes out on streaming services or whatever. Okay, number 12, I watched The Legend of Hell House. Love this movie. Okay. At number 13 was a first-time viewing. I watched on Tubi, called Lake Mungo, and I was looking forward to this. I was so excited, and I was so disappointed. Like, it wasn't awful. I gave it a 6 out of 10, but this is the movie where everybody was saying it really unnerved them, yada yada yada. And I watched it and I'm like, I like the concept, but this isn't scary to me. It didn't do anything to me, which sucks. Luckily it was on Tubi, so I didn't have to pay for it, because it was getting to that I was gonna have to blind buy it, and I'm happy I didn't, because it was a letdown. And then finished that night, number 14, another one I gotta get on either DVD or Blu-ray. I don't know which one this is on, and that is Them. It seems more science fiction, but there are a lot of horror aspects to this movie. Okay, now September 24th, I went and watched for God damn it, I can't talk today. Number 15, I watched Romero's Night of the Living Dead. And next up, first TV show to make the list. I'm trying not to automatically go for Tales from the Crypt, which I've done in the last couple of years. I want to try to watch some of my blind buys for the TV shows, and I'm on season 4 of this, and I'm hoping to finish it by the end of the marathon, and that is Sleepy Hollow. Season 4, like I said. Bleh. Only watched disc 1. Okay, gotta flip the page over. And then after I finished disc 1, got a Wes Craven movie into the mix, and that is 1977's The Hills Have Eyes. You'll notice that a lot as I try not to go to the, like, for Carpenter. Well, I did it for Romero because the only other one I have, well, either Creepshow or Monkey Shines, but I try not to go to the obvious films, like with Carpenter or Craven. I try to go to either Hills Have Eyes, Swamp Thing, The Fog, People Under the Stairs, Ghost of Mars. I love Ghost of Mars. Or vampires, or so on and so forth. Not Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street. But yeah, Hills Have Eyes. Number 18, first time viewing, rented from the library, and the first dud. I gave it a 4 out of 10, and that was The Prodigy. I wanted to see this for myself, see if it was bad as everybody said it was, and it was. Oh. And then after that, I put on the original 1959 Vincent Price classic House on Haunted Hill, and then ended the 24th off with Friday the 13th Part 2. Okay, we gotta go back to the Universal Monster set. So for 21 and 22, I watched Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein. Hopefully I get to the other films in this set pretty quick. Number 23, first time viewing that I rented from the library, and I was looking forward to seeing this, and it was boring. The Reef. And the poster, one of the taglines for the poster just made me laugh, is like the scariest shark movie since Jaws. Really? No. Like, it wasn't bad. It was just another, like Mungo, it was a letdown. Like, I gave it a 6 out of 10. Like, I basically liked all the shark scenes. So I don't know if I'm going to check out the sequel on Shudder, because the picture they used for the shark is actually very bad for that. So I don't know. So after that, I usually start this on October 1st, but I didn't want to watch every movie every day up until Thursday the 13th. And that, of course, is Halloween. I want to go at my own pace, like every day or two, probably every second day, but I should get them done before I go see the movie in 2 weeks. But yeah, I want to take my time with Halloween this year. So there we go, number 24. And number 25, another first-time viewing. The only downer is I've only watched 2 first-time viewings that I actually own. Everything else is either streaming or rented. But number 25 with Chopping Mall. Oh my god, it was corny as hell, funny as hell. Not funny, haha, but funny, blah blah. But pure 80s cheese, and I loved it. I say I loved it, but I gave it a 7 out of 10, which is a high rating for me. But I enjoyed the hell out of it. I only knew 3 people in the whole movie. I think Kelly, I can't say her last name, but she was in Night of the Creeps. Of course, Barbara Crampton, one of the main reasons I watched it. And a guy named Russell Todd, who ironically was in Friday Part 2. He's the one who gets killed upside down with the machete the wrong way. You'll know who I'm talking about. But yeah, I had fun with that one. I was like, oh, can we go back to these times, please? So, and I ended that night, excuse me, with another classic film, and I finally got this on Blu-ray. I was holding off because the price kept going up and up and up, and then one day it went from 47 to 37, and I went, mine, I don't care, I want it. And that is the Criterion Collection of The Blob from 1978. I really, this one has grown on me in the last few years. I will be checking out the remake. It's just a question of when, because as you notice, I don't do a theme. I only do the theme on the one day, and that is try to watch a couple movies from 1980. I don't say, go to Universal Monsters. Okay, do a Wes Craven film. I just pick whatever the hell I want to pick. I tried the theme out, and it just, after the second day, it didn't work. Okay, so all the ones I watched yesterday, I didn't get much watched because right after work I had to go out, and I didn't get home till almost 1 p.m. But I go to bed at 8 p.m. because I got to get up at 4 a.m. for work. So, but I didn't get any first time, well, I lied. I got one first time viewing TV show. I'll just shut up and show you. Number 27, of course, I had to watch The Evil Dead. And then number 28, I watched Dark Night of the Scarecrow, which I watched for the first time 2 years ago. Really enjoyed this one. Then number 29 was Friday the 13th Part 3 in 2D, because I don't have a 3D player or anything like that. I'm not about that. And then ended that night with disc 1, and this is the first time viewing as well, of True Blood Season 5. So there you go, guys. I got 30 movies watched. Actually, I'm gonna go back to last year and see how many. Oh, I beat my record, beat it last year, because last year I only got 28. Oh, yay, 28. So let me know what you guys think of these titles that I watched, which ones you liked, which ones you don't like. I'd say I did pretty good on the first time viewings. I watched 7. Still kind of blowing my mind on that. The only downer is I'm trying to watch ones that I own, and I always go for ones that I rented. But I'm trying not to blind buy. The only movie I blind bought was Black Phone, which I'm looking forward to seeing. And I have to go get it probably tomorrow, but X is at the library. I know it's on streaming, but I just want to rent it. So, yep. Okay, so I did pretty well. Like I said, one really big dud. Luckily, only one. So I have hope. I mean, the hopes went high after day 1, and I watched one first time viewing that was an 8 out of 10. Okay, I'm just rambling. I'm tired. I want to go to bed, but I can't. So, yeah. Oh my god, I suck in this video today. Hopefully next week's will be better. So yeah, my next video will be up next Tuesday when I get home from work, and it will show everything I've watched from today until Monday night. So until my next video, guys, I hope you all have a great day. Watch a shitload of movies, and of course, as always, like, comment, please subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye, guys.